What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. I've got another big announcement video for you today. I have once again teamed up with the good folks over at Barnes & Noble. Last month, they let me announce their first ever Lionsgate 50% off sale in stores and online. And this month, they're letting me announce another one. It's another first time sale, 50% off, and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. I've got a big old stack of movies right over here that we're gonna cover in this video. Some of these sent over by Barnes & Noble. Some of these I just pulled off my own shelf back there. It's another big studio 50% off sale. And we're going to talk about it in just a minute. We also have to do another giveaway, so I'm going to give away a stack of movies at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And then we still have to announce the winner from last month's giveaway, the Lionsgate giveaway. I've got 3 movies that I'm going to be giving away at the end of this video, so stay tuned to see if you're the lucky winner. Lots of stuff to cover in this video, so let's go ahead and jump into the sale. 50% off sale, just like last month with the Lionsgate films, but this month we're talking about Paramount films. Some of you may have already noticed when I gave a little sneak peek. Paramount Pictures, all these Paramount films are going to be marked down. Any Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs that you find in store are going to be marked down to 50% off this month, all month long, and select titles online. So it's going to be just like last month with the Lionsgate sale, except this month it's Paramount Pictures. So make sure that you look in stores, first of all. Anything you find in stores is going to be marked down. But if there is a Paramount title that you have been wanting, that you're interested in, give it a Google, give it a search on Barnes & Noble's website and see if it's included in the sale. You might as well check because you never know. I've got a stack here, like I said, of stuff that will be marked down, and I'm just gonna go through it here. We've got a bunch of it here. I'm gonna save these ones for the end because those are the ones I'm gonna be giving away to you guys. Let's talk about some new releases. These are relatively new releases from Paramount that I've seen, I think over the last year this came out. This is the Sleepy Hollow 4K upgrade. This is the Steelbook version. There's a slipcover and a Steelbook. I think I've seen both versions at my local Barnes & Noble, or one of the Barnes & Nobles around me, but this is the Steelbook version. Really nice Steelbook if you're a big Steelbook fan. I have not seen the 4K upgrade yet, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. That's a very visually interesting film. Good film to watch around Halloween time. I think that's one of Tim Burton, at least Tim Burton fans' favorites of his, up there with some of his bigger releases. So that is available from Paramount. You see the logo right there. You're gonna see that logo a lot in this video. Another relatively recent 4K upgrade was Zodiac. Look at that. One of my favorite David Fincher films, Zodiac. And we've been getting a lot of David Fincher films lately. We just got Panic Room and Seven. But this is Zodiac, which is a true crime film based on the actual Zodiac. It's actually based on a book that someone wrote about uncovering the Zodiac killer. So it's from that specific perspective. I know this is an unsolved crime and a lot of people don't agree with the person who wrote this book, but Zodiac is great. And another one that I haven't had a chance to watch the 4K of yet. Another big reason that I'm excited about this Paramount sale, even over the Lionsgate sale, is Paramount has its own boutique label. I guess Lionsgate does too, but that's Lionsgate Limited. It's only available online. Paramount Presents is like a pseudo boutique label within Paramount, and those are available at Barnes & Noble's, not just online. I've found some Paramount Presents in my stores before, and I'll show you those. These I got off the shelf. Found these both recently. This is spine number 43, Primal Fear. Grace picked this one up. You can see Paramount Presents, if you're not familiar, is a wonderful little semi-boutique label from Paramount. They got the nice little clear boutique-looking cases. They've got the fancy shiny slipcovers with the fold-out original posters in there. No booklets or anything, but one thing I do like about these Paramount Presents is they include a digital copy, which boutique labels usually do not do. So I really like these Paramount Presents. Here's another one that I got recently at my local store, Bringing Out the Dead. Found this at the end of last year. Watched this recently, and it is wonderful. I don't know how many people enjoy this. I've probably enjoyed this more than most people will, but you guys know I love After Hours, one of my favorite Scorsese movies. May be my favorite Scorsese movie, and this is very similar to that. Not in subject matter, but in like tone. It is a weird, bizarre, like up all night movie, just like After Hours, where Nicolas Cage plays a paramedic. And just like in After Hours, he is just slowly losing his mind, and the world just gets wilder and crazier as it goes on. And there's a lot of, I actually really enjoyed this one because it seems like a perfect blending of After Hours with Scorsese's religious films. There's a lot of stuff in here about death and redemption. So yeah, if you like After Hours and if you like Last Temptation of Christ, this is the perfect blending of both of those films. Great Scorsese movie, underrated. I highly recommend that one. And some other Paramount Presents that you can find this month, hopefully at your local store, include this one. This is a 4K Paramount Presents. This is Election. Election is a film that's in the Criterion Collection. If you have that version, that's not a 4K, that's a Blu-ray. Paramount Presents first to put it on 4K, Ultra HD. You also get a digital copy in here, which you won't get from the Criterion Collection. And this is an Alexander Payne film. If you're new to Alexander Payne, maybe The Holdovers was your first Alexander Payne film. If you really like The Holdovers, go back and watch this one because it's really, really good. Not my favorite Alexander Payne film, that's Sideways, but I don't know if we're ever going to get an upgrade for Sideways. I would love a 4K upgrade for Sideways, whether it's from Paramount Presents or Criterion. Either way, love Sideways. Election, though, is great. It's a high school movie starring Matthew Broderick as a teacher and Reese Witherspoon as kind of the goody two-shoes, teacher's pet, overachiever who wants to excel at literally everything, and she's running for president, and Matthew Broderick hates this student and is doing everything he can to keep her from winning the election. It's a very dark comedy. I think it's darker than Alexander Payne. I think it's pretty much par for the course for Alexander Payne. I like this movie a lot, though. I came to it late. I didn't see it until I got the Criterion like 4 or 5 years ago, and I really, really enjoyed it. This is my kind of high school movie. I didn't grow up with Mean Girls or Clueless, so I enjoyed this, better than both of those. I know those are classics. I know that's blasphemous, but I really, really like this one. This one's delightfully weird and, like I said, very dark. And it's really cool that it got a Paramount Presents. So you can see the Paramount Presents 4Ks have the nice silver spine there. And you got the spine number there. These are all recent ones, 43, 46, and 47. And then we're going to go back a little bit. One more 4K here. This is 36. This is Elvis, Blue Hawaii, an Elvis film in the Paramount Presents collection. Wonderful, like if you're getting ready for summer, you want to watch some summer films. It doesn't get more summer than Blue Hawaii from Elvis. And we've also got King Creole. Look at that, another Elvis movie. King Creole, directed by Michael Curtiz, one of my favorite directors. We'll talk about another Michael Curtiz film in here in just a minute. But King Creole, also from Paramount Presents, not a 4K, just a Blu-ray, but it does have some bonus features on here, including a filmmaker discussion with Leonard Maltin. Who doesn't want to hear Leonard Maltin talk about film? I should mention they do have a few supplements on here, not a lot of special features, but they do have a few. Like I said, Leonard Maltin on this one and a commentary on this one by a film historian. So if you like Elvis movies, maybe check those two out. And then I got one more Paramount Presents title to talk about here. This is To Catch a Thief, starring Cary Grant and Grace Kelly. Incredible cast. And directed by Alfred Hitchcock. I wanted to mention this one because I have the Blu-ray of this. This is the Blu-ray copy of To Catch a Thief. But if you are looking for this film, make sure you're on the lookout for the 4K. It just got a 4K upgrade, also in the Paramount Presents style. And you might be able to find that at your local Barnes & Noble as well. That is Paramount Presents. That's their boutique line. These are, like I said, I found a couple of these at Barnes & Noble. You might find some as well. But if you can't, and if you miss out on some of these, a cool thing that Paramount is doing, because these do go out of print, these are limited editions. If you miss out on any of them though, they are also releasing standard editions. And they're also pretty nice. They also have some really cool slipcovers. So I love that. I love that Paramount is giving us multiple options, different price points. These are some examples of that. I'm going to show you a couple examples here that all came out fairly recently. We've got Chinatown, brand new 4K with slipcover. Doesn't have the clear case underneath like the Paramount Presents version. But other than that, you're getting the exact same discs. And you're getting a nice, some people might even prefer this slipcover. It's a more colorful slipcover with the original poster on there. So if that's more your speed, you can get the standard edition, and that one is still in print. Then we've also got another example, Once Upon a Time in the West, same thing. These both got Paramount Presents releases, but you can also get the standard release, which looks like this. Same discs, you got the 4K and the Blu-ray and a digital copy on both of these. And then a third one here, another example, Roman Holiday. This was actually sent to me by a subscriber. Magnitude Rev sent me this last year. So that's another one that I believe might be out of print through Paramount Presents, but the standard edition looks great. It's got all the same features on there, the same discs. So that's 3 examples, 3 more films that you might find this month. Let's keep the 4K train going with some other recent releases. These all came out, I believe, at the end of last year, starting with a Christmas release. And I said it, Michael Curtiz coming back with White Christmas. This is a beautiful release, one of my favorite Christmas movies. My wife and I have to watch this every single year, maybe a couple times, at least once though, White Christmas, and I love this slipcover. We already had this on Blu-ray, but had to get it on 4K. Like I said, it's one of our favorites, and I love this original poster here. And inside, you'll see your 4K, your Blu-ray, and your digital code, which is in there. So I'm gonna pull that out so nobody steals that. But here we go, we've got a Blu-ray and a 4K disc. I'll go ahead and show you what one of these looks like inside. Both formats in there. White Christmas, I can't recommend it enough. If you like musicals, if you like Christmas movies, if you like Bing Crosby, if you like Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, everybody in this is perfectly cast. Wonderful movie, one of my faves. And then we've also got, in the complete opposite direction, SpongeBob SquarePants movie. This also got a 4K recently. There's the slipcover edition. That's what it looks like. Fond memories of this movie. I did not grow up with the show, but I remember sleeping over at a friend's house when this came out, and first time I ever saw it. I had seen a couple episodes, so I wasn't completely lost. 25th anniversary. I can't believe that's a 25th anniversary of that already. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, if you also have fond memories of that, or if you have kids and you want to show them the SpongeBob movie, I will definitely be showing that to my kids here pretty soon. I'm gonna hold on to that for them. And then we've got another animated movie, not just a kids movie. This is actually, I don't know if kids will like this movie. I don't even remember it. I saw this in the theater. I remember seeing this in the theater because it was for a film class. I was in a visual effects and motion graphics class, and they were kind of just looking for an excuse to take us to the theater. So they took us to this 3D animated film, Rango, starring Johnny Depp. And this is a beautiful steelbook that you might be able to find in stores. Look at that. Look at that. It's got the Lionsgate kind of treatment where it's got a translucent slipcover over the top with like an effect that comes off. So you've got this Rango in the foreground shot, and then when it comes off, you got Rango back there in the background. And it is a full image that goes all the way across. Again, take out the digital code, and you've got artwork on the inside as well. A beautiful steelbook. A really nice looking steelbook. So happy to have that one. And that is also a Paramount release. Paramount getting in on the steelbooks as well, not just Lionsgate. Another 4K restoration that I need more people to see, because this is probably the most beautiful 4K restoration I've ever seen. I don't know why this 4K restoration is so good. It is stunning. It is My Fair Lady. It's a long one. If you like musicals from this period in like the 50s and 60s, for some reason, 3 hours was like the norm, every single one. So it is 3 hours long, but it's great. It's a classic. It's not quite 3 hours, 172 minutes. If you haven't seen My Fair Lady, it's great. And it is one of the best 4K restorations I've ever seen. I was stunned. Yeah, it's not one that you would normally hear about. Usually you hear about, I don't know, big action movies, big historical epics or something. You don't really hear about musicals being thrown around in the best 4K restoration conversation, but this one was incredible. It looks like it was shot yesterday. It looks incredible. I highly recommend it. I picked that one up a while ago now, but it's one of my favorites, one of my wife's favorite movies. Glad I finally got to check that out. And then one more here I want to talk about before I get into the giveaway. This is a Blu-ray. I only have this on Blu-ray, but it does have a 4K, so you might be able to find the 4K in your local store. It's a Wonderful Life. My favorite movie of all time. I have to watch this movie every single year. We watch it every year on Christmas Eve. Never gets old, gets better every single time I watch it. If you haven't seen this, what are you doing? Go watch it. Stop, turn this video off right now. Pause it. Go watch the movie, then come back and finish the video. This is James Stewart. This is Frank Capra. One of the best movies ever made. And it has a 4K, but it also has like a Blu-ray special edition, like thick, bulky box set version that I've seen at my Barnes & Noble store for a long time. And if it's still there when the sale starts, I'm definitely gonna go pick that one up because it's a really nice edition of a perfect film. So I'm gonna go check that one out. Maybe look for the 4K. I think the 4K Steelbook is already out of print. I've seen it on eBay, but it's pretty expensive. So I haven't picked up the 4K Steelbook yet, but I do wanna get the 4K disc at some point. So not a recent release, but I did have to mention that. I couldn't do a Paramount video without mentioning It's a Wonderful Life. It's one of my favorite films of all time. But let's go ahead and get into the giveaway for this video. I'm gonna be giving away 3 Paramount titles. We've already talked about one. It is White Christmas. I've ended up with an extra sealed copy of White Christmas, thanks to Barnes & Noble. So you'll be getting that one if you're the winner of this video. The second one, I'm giving away another 4K Blu-ray digital combo pack. All of these are all 3 formats. It is Jim Carrey in The Truman Show, which is an amazing movie, my favorite Jim Carrey movie. came to this one late in life, but it kind of blew me away. I heard great things about it, but I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. It is a big crowd favorite, big fan favorite, and now it's got a 4K upgrade. This came out pretty recently. I think it was either the beginning of last year or maybe the year before that, but it's pretty recent. If you haven't picked this one up yet, here it is, and it's going to be in the giveaway as well. And then we've also got another fan favorite 4K upgrade that came out recently, 25th anniversary edition. It's Galaxy Quest. Look at this. Alan Rickman, Sigourney Weaver, Tim Allen. Wonderful cast on this one. This was one of the big releases towards the end of last year. Heard a lot of great feedback on this release, and I can't wait to give this away to one of you guys. So if you'd like to win these 3 films, all you gotta do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you leave a like on this video down below, and leave me a comment letting me know which studio or label you would like to see a 50% off sale from Barnes & Noble in the future. Barnes & Noble watches these videos and they definitely read the comments, so let them know your thoughts, and who knows, maybe it'll happen sometime in the future. Maybe we'll get some more 50% off sales, but that's the giveaway for this time. Leave me a comment down below. Let's go ahead and wrap up the Lionsgate giveaway from last month. I've already got it in a box, bubble wrapped up to ship out to a lucky winner. We've got the Everything Everywhere All at Once 4K, the Crow Remake 4K, and the American Psycho Blu-ray in there. And the lucky winner for this month is Danny9405. He left a comment and he says, awesome sale. I unfortunately have to exclusively shop online for the Barnes & Noble sales because both my local stores barely carry any movies. Nothing beats in-store shopping. Well, hopefully nothing beats free movies, because this is coming your way. All you gotta do is send an email to me at the email right here at the bottom of the screen with your address, and I will send those movies your way, and I will send these movies to a lucky winner this month. So go ahead and leave a comment, a like, and a subscribe down below, and I'll talk to you down there in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about Paramount joining the long list of 50% off sales at Barnes & Noble? What do you think about Barnes & Noble kind of stepping up and filling the void that Best Buy left last year? Hopefully you can find some cool stuff this month. I'm definitely going to be going out and doing a couple videos looking for Paramount stuff in my stores, so stay tuned for that. Lots of other videos coming out throughout the rest of the month, trying to play catch up because I've been out of town and sick and everything's been going on, but I'm back making videos, and I can't wait to talk to you guys more about collecting and physical media in the future. Stay tuned, and until next time, keep collecting, and we'll be back with another one real soon.